Greetings and welcome to Pinball Help. Mike here. Today I'm working on this Gottlieb Waterworld machine. I finally got some of the parts in that I've been looking for. And I am rebuilding this vertical up kicker right here that had the stop here on the plunger missing. Here's the original one, and the plunger thing just completely was sheared off and was nowhere to be seen, so it's been off from a while. So this thing really threw the ball quite far. It didn't have anything to stop it. It was interesting. It actually still worked, and somebody had put a different coil in here. I actually used a little bit of glue to hold it together. And I've got this thing set back up here, and we're going to be putting this back together and getting it working. And I'll show you. I'm putting a little bit of thread lock on these screws here so that they'll help set better. I also put some right there on the end of that. Anything that's where there's parts that kind of move kind of violently, you don't want to use the permanent stuff, the red stuff. You want to use the blue stuff. Although this is in a red bottle, it says blue, so it's not the stuff that'll break a bolt trying to get out. But you want something there that's going to hold and withstand all the vibrations. So that's what we're doing here. We're just slowly getting this whole thing pieced back together, one piece at a time. And after this, I'm going to be rebuilding the flippers, and I'll do a separate video on that because the flippers on this machine are completely ganked. They're in particularly bad shape, and I'm gonna have to completely rebuild everything. So when you put these assemblies together, you want to try to get all the screws on loose. You don't want to put like one screw on and then tighten it. You want to get them all on and make sure everything fits and performs nicely. And there's an opto right here above this, so this is why we need the spring down here to keep this thing down, not blocking the opto when there's not a ball in there. And this will cause it to kick up nicely and should work a lot better, a lot smoother. This is the way it's supposed to be. So in this case, I didn't need to take the bracket out. I just undid the two coil stops and removed everything, was able to rebuild it all. You can get these different parts. This is an unusual plunger that's got a longer extension. And in the kit that I had, I didn't have it came with an extra plunger tip, but it didn't come with the bolt that went all the way through, just some extra nuts. So I just decided to use the one that came with it because it's nothing wrong with it, and I'll keep the new one here for future use. And I tend to trust the older parts over the newer parts anyway. I don't know if these are new old stock or what, but I'll slowly tighten this thing up, and this will be one more thing that we'll have added to the done list on this game, and hopefully very soon this will be operational and people can enjoy it. It'll take a little bit of work to kind of dial it in and get everything playing nicely, but so far so good. So there's our vertical up kicker that's been rebuilt, and this is obviously a Williams coil on here, but it does work well. It doesn't seem to be overpowered. We're going to find out when I put this new thing on. If it is, then I guess I'll replace it. But it did work before. One of the things was broken off, and I just used a little bit of glue to stick it back on. Again, if it's not complete, no sense replacing it if it does work, and there's a little minor repair we can do. I don't know if I like these crimp connectors here. This is not something I would do. I would solder these and put heat shrink tubing over them.
Is 1 p.m.
So I may end up fixing that, but we'll make sure we get all of this thing mechanically working first. So there you have it. For more, visit pinballhelp.com. You can catch me on Twitter /pinballhelp or Instagram and Facebook. And be sure to watch our stream, twitch.tv/mystickcrew.com, MYSTICKREWE. got a lot of neat things going on. Right now I'm actually broadcasting puppies, but more pinball soon. Thank you guys for watching.